So I hope that you can all see this Canvas page, also my courses. So that's a page that's a website I'm going to post quizzes, exams, and any information. I'll send it through this website. So if you haven't read the syllabus yet, so here's the syllabus. I'm going to go through the key points with you quickly. So I have office hours Tuesday and Thursday from 3 to 5 p.m. It's going to be the same Zoom link that we're using for lectures. And the lectures are Monday, Wednesday, Thursday from 6:10 to 8 p.m. And I also put my email there. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email at any time. Do something here. Okay. All right, I'm probably going to talk a lot today, most of the days. So feel free to interrupt me, unmute yourself, or put a question in the chat box. So like I said, you all have this textbook, hopefully. You don't have to have a paper copy because the website we're going to use, they have an electronic copy that you can access anytime. So we're going to use my courses and the Webassign mostly. That's a prerequisite, Calculus 1, either at UNH or some Calculus 1 class. Under the content, I'm not going to read it to you. You can read it later. So here's the Zoom link. It's in the syllabus. If you ever need the Zoom link, you can go in there. You can also use the meeting ID and the password to sign into this lecture. So a couple of things when you join the lecture. So I'm going to ask you to make sure that your microphone is muted when you join it. But whenever you have comments to share or questions to ask, feel free to unmute yourself at any time. And I'm going to recommend that you keep your webcam on, but for whatever reason, you don't feel comfortable leaving the camera on or some other reasons, it's okay if you turn it off, but make sure you have a picture of yourself as a profile picture on Zoom. That way I can know who I'm talking to. So if you don't have a picture yet, or if you have a picture that's not yourself, please change that. So hopefully in my next lecture, all of you will have a picture of yourself or have webcam when you join Zoom. Right. So attendance is required, but if you, for whatever reason, cannot be here on certain days, make sure you let me know in advance. And all the lectures will be recorded. Check. And I'll try to upload the recording either on YouTube or some other, or on the Canvas page as soon as possible, and I'll make sure that you get the link. Okay. So that's so I think most of you already know when you were at UNH last semester. So when I record the lectures, you need to be aware that your picture, your face, right, your picture will be in the videos. If you're not okay with that, let me know. And the content will be available online. Other people might have access to it as well. So if you have any, if that makes you uncomfortable, definitely let me know. You can find a way around that. So I don't recommend that you skip lectures and just watch recorded lectures. So it's important that you participate, ask questions whenever you feel like confused. So if you watch recorded lectures, you don't have that opportunity to ask questions. You are all college students, you know that well. All right. Any questions so far about Zoom? No? Great. All right. Assignments and assessments. So there will be weekly homework assigned through Webassign. that usually due Monday, but for the upcoming Monday, we don't have classes, right? So that will be due Wednesday. I have not made the assignment yet, but I'll make it as soon as possible. That way you can work on it. And each homework is about 20 points. And all you have to do is just go to Webassign. Actually, let me show you what Webassign looks like. So if you go to, so if you're on the Canvas page and you click on, well, I'm just going to click on Student View. You should see something like this. And then you click on Modules. And from there, if you haven't signed up yet, you should click on Register for Webassign here. I'm not going to do that. Just click on that. That will take you to a page. And then you should have access to Webassign. If you have trouble with that, let me know. And in the future, you can come to this page and access Webassign from there. After you get to Webassign, you should see something like this. If you have any assignments, will be available from this page. And all the questions are online, so you can work on the homework, work on the problems. When you finish, you can, after you work out each problem, just put your solution in the certain places, and then you can immediately see if you get it right or wrong. That is straightforward. If you have any questions submitting your solutions, again, feel free to email me. Quizzes, there will be 6 quizzes, about 20 to 30 points each. And all the quizzes are going to be on Thursdays. It's going to be the last half an hour of the lecture. And after 30 minutes, I'll give you 10 minutes to upload your solutions. But I'm going to talk about that in detail a bit later. But make sure that every quiz work that you submit is going to be a one PDF file. So it's not multiple PDF files. It has to be one PDF file of all the pages you have. There's one quiz. It's actually, I said it's going to give it to you on May 26th. I actually made it available already. So you can, it's just a quiz that asks you to scan 5 pages of your notebook. Could be blank notebook or just of any book that you pick. Scan 5 pages from there, and then scan it as a single PDF file. You can use a lot of apps on the phone. They do that for you. You don't need a scanner to do it. The one that I used in the past is Adobe Scan or Microsoft Lens or Cam Scanner. All of those are free. So find some time today or tomorrow, try to get the apps running on your phone and practice scanning multiple pages into one PDF file and upload them right here. So that's 2 points. If you don't want those 2 points, that's totally okay with me. But just make sure for any future quizzes and exams, your work is a one single PDF file, because if you send me pictures, I'm not going to accept that. It has to be one PDF file. So. Any questions about the submission? If you were at, what was it? Let's see. What do we need to scan again for this quiz? Anything you can find 5 pages out of it. It could be, a magazine, a book, whatever you have 5 pages. Just as a practice. Do we need a Webassign code for this? I don't think you do, because after you, I'm not sure what you will see from your side. After you register for Webassign from Canvas page, you should automatically enroll in that class. I don't think you need a code, but if you have trouble with that, just take a screenshot and send it to me. I'll look into this. Okay, so there's also an app in the chat called Genius Scanner. So there's a lot of apps that they should be all free. Look into that. All right, so let me go back to the syllabus. Try to finish it as soon as possible. Okay, so yeah, that's that part. There will be 2 midterm exams. The dates are given. They are also on Thursdays. And again, just like quizzes, they will be available through Canvas. And then after you work on the quiz, you can just scan your solutions and upload them onto Canvas. If you have any questions with that, let me know. We don't have any final exams, just 6 quizzes, 2 exams, and weekly homework. Here's the breakdown of the grades. All right, there's a question that says, at what time will the trial quiz be? Same time? For the trial quiz, I already made it available to you, so you can work on it later today, and just finish it by Wednesday before lecture. You might just try it a few times until you're comfortable with it, but you only need to submit once. All right, so homework is about 35%, quiz is about 35%, and the 2 exams, it's about 30% of your total grade. Any questions about assignments and the assessments? So of course, like before those quizzes or the exams, we're going to spend some time reviewing for it. So if you have any questions, just bring them to the reviews. But as long as you pay attention during lectures, doing all the homework, I think you'll be okay. There's no need to stress out about it. Okay. So a few policies on submissions. So any late work will not be accepted without prior approval. So don't be like, oh, like right before the lecture, say, oh, I didn't finish my homework. Can I submit it another day? No, if you cannot finish your assignment, you have to let me know maybe like 24 hours in advance, or a couple of days in advance. So the longer you give me time to look at it, the more likely you're going to have extension. And then, like I said earlier, any written work for quizzes or exams, they have to be submitted as one PDF file. Don't submit big pictures or multiple pages. Another thing is that for quizzes and the exams, when you take quizzes and exams, I'm not going to ask you to stay on Zoom or leave camera on. So feel free to leave Zoom at that time. But I'll be on Zoom. So if you have any questions, you can join Zoom and ask me. But I would only ask you not to, just make sure that your work is your own work, whatever you submitted. If you don't know the answer, just write don't know. But make sure it's your own work, and then make sure you include a lot of steps in it. The more detailed work you give, the more likely you're going to get partial credit. No, we're not going to go to that extent. Thank you. Just the quizzes and exams, just going to be a link available on Canvas page. You click on the link, that will give you access to the quiz problems or exam problems, and you can work on it on your own. But I trust that most of you will do your own work and be honest with your work. So there's really no need to try to get your solutions from any other places, because obviously if that's the case, you're going to get a 0 on those assessments. But I don't think any of you will go on that. Anyway, so I think that's all I have to say about the syllabus. There's a few other things. I just don't want to read them to you. So please find some time, read through. It's pretty standard. There's not a lot of new stuff in it. All right. Any questions or comments? Okay. All right. If you don't have any questions and comments, I think I'm just going to get started with today's material. Oh, yeah, one more thing. So I sent an announcement today. I assume that most of you got it, just in case if you didn't get an email about the announcement, you probably don't have the notification set up. So if you're new to Canvas, on Canvas, you click on the UNH icon. Maybe not there. Okay, go to your account. And then you can click on notifications. From there, you can enable notification. All right, I'm gonna leave this. So click on your profile, and then click on notification. From there, you can set up notification for announcements or for due dates of assignments. That's I find it pretty useful.